Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing 5 new cozy mystery series that I'm really excited for that are coming out in 2023. These are 5 series that I just think are very interesting and I wanted to highlight them in this video, so we're going to go and hop into our first series. Our first series is written by Olivia Matthews. She has one other series that I have read the first book in and it wasn't my all-time favorite, but this sounded really interesting and I'm interested in giving her another chance and trying out a different series that she's written. And this one is called Against the Currant, a Spice Aisle Bakery Mystery. This will be book 1 in the series. And this one has already come out on January 24th, 2023. So this cozy mystery series features a West Indian bakery located in Brooklyn, New York. The main character, Lindsay Murray, is opening Spice Aisle Bakery with her family. It's everything she's always wanted. She wants to give back to the community she loves. She wants to stay connected to her Grenadian roots and work side by side with her family. The only person that is getting in her way is a person named Claudio, who is a disgruntled fellow bakery owner that doesn't want any competition, and he's just really upset. On opening day, Claudio comes into Lindsay's bakery and threatens to shut them down. She's really fed up and she takes him on and she verbally fights back against him in front of the whole neighborhood. Unfortunately, Claudio turns up dead a day later, murdered, and Lindsay is the prime suspect because of this big fight. So to get the scent of suspicion off her and her bakery, Lindsay needs to prove that she is innocent, even with the watchful eyes of her overprotective brother, anxious parents, and meddlesome extended family. What could possibly go wrong? So this one just sounded really fun to me. I just love the cover for this. Like I said, I didn't absolutely love the first book I read by her. I think it was Murder by Page 1. It was okay. It was kind of average. I didn't love it. I didn't continue the series, but this one just caught my attention. I love the culinary theme. I'm interested in learning more about what a West Indian bakery would feature as their different offerings. That just sounds really interesting to me. I don't know that much about the cuisine and I'm really interested in this. I love the cover. Let me know what your thoughts are on this one. Our next one is by Lina, Chern, and this one just looks amazing. Look at the cover. It's called Play the Fool, a Mystery. And this features a cynical tarot card reader. It will be coming out in March on the 28th. So Katie has recently moved back to the suburbs after moving to Chicago and having a failed attempt at adulting. I'm thinking maybe she's millennial age, somewhere around there. So she had a rough time in Chicago. She's moved back. She's really close to her overbearing parents in the suburbs, which she's not too happy about, and she's working a job that she's not very passionate about, selling Russian tchotchkes at a mall. And she's not having the greatest time. It's a rough patch in her life, and she meets someone at the mall named Marley, who is a tarot card reader, and Marley starts to really connect with Katie, and Marley isn't trying to fix Katie. They're just being there for Katie. So she really appreciates this. She's growing closer to this person until Marley suggests, why don't you try a tarot card reading with one of my customers? So she takes them up on it and she's reading a customer's tarot card reading when she notices a picture on the customer's phone that shows a picture of Marley dead with a gunshot wound to the head. So Katie is immediately freaked out. She's thinking, is Marley dead? Is this were they murdered? What happened? And she's using her keen wit and her keen skills of observation to try to solve this mystery and find out if her new best friend is still alive or if this was truly a murder, what exactly happened. I thought the theme for this was interesting. I really don't know much about tarot cards. It's not personally my thing, but I thought this would be kind of a fun theme. It seems like it'd be kind of ideal for Halloween especially, and the cover really caught my attention with it. Next we have a haunted house mystery series, and I couldn't pass this up. It sounded perfect. It's called Homicide at the Haunted House, a Nightmare, Arizona paranormal cozy mystery, book 1 in the series. It's written by Beth Dolgner, and it will be coming out in March on the 13th. So Olivia is 42 years old. She is divorced. She's having a huge rough patch in her life, and she somehow ends up in Nightmare, Arizona, which is an old ghostly mining town, which I love a theme of a mining town for ghost stories, paranormal things. It always reminds me of the Scooby-Doo episode with the miner 49er. I love it. I'm on the Scooby mindset right now, clearly. But Olivia has arrived at this town and she takes this job at this year-round haunted house, and things are going okay until she has her first day on the job and she finds a dead body. Obviously, that's a pretty terrible way to start your job. So she is an immediate suspect because she's new to the town, and the town is really close-knit. Everybody knows each other, and she's the outsider. So everyone's kind of looking at her since she found the body. She starts to investigate to try to clear her name, and she's also starting to realize that maybe this haunted house stuff isn't made up. She thinks her coworkers are actually like possibly engaging with ghosts and like hauntings. Like there might actually be something to it. There might actually be some real paranormal activity here. So she's also trying to delve into that. This just sounded really interesting. Like I said, the setting for this one really drew me in. I mean, the place is called Nightmare. You could not pay me to move to a place called Nightmare. Like that, it's not happening. But I love this for a mystery novel. I think this will be really, really fun. Next is a wonderful culinary cozy mystery. If you love your food cozies like me, I'll link a video I did above with my favorites, and we're going to go into the synopsis for this one. This is called Eat, Drink, and Drop Dead, a Tiffany Austin food blogger mystery. It's written by Toni LoTempio, and this will be coming out on April 4th. So this one features a food critic and blogger, which I love. Her name is Tiffany, and she thinks she has the best job ever because she gets to eat for a living. And things are going okay until she's in between jobs with a trial period at Southern Style magazine, and her contract with them is up. And there's rumors that the management is trying to make a decision between Tiffany and a rival, which is the ambitious Jenny Lee Plum. So she's kind of worrying about this. She's in between work, and Tiffany's also a former chef. She knows she's got a big battle on her hands to try to convince the magazine to choose her over the rival. Unfortunately, her rival's body is discovered after the two have a big blowout, a big public argument, and she's the prime suspect in a murder investigation. So, assisted by her best friend Hillary and her Siamese cat Lily and her King Charles puppy Cooper, Tiffany plunges into an investigation of her own. She does have a degree from the CIA, which is the Culinary Institute of America, and she's not afraid to use it. But can she find the real killer before she's served up to the cops on a silver platter? This is recommended for fans of Krista Davis and Jen McKinley, of which I love, so I'm thinking this would be a good one for me. And I love the blogger element. I think that's fun, and the food critic. I'm really excited for this one. Our next one involves a pair of fraternal twins who are 30 years old. It's called Snuffed Out, a magic candle shop mystery. It's book 1 in the series by Valona Jones, and this will be coming out on January 10th, so it's already out. I love the name Valona. I think that's just beautiful. So you have two twins in here. We have Tabby and Sage. Sage is really impulsive and hot-headed, while Tabby is more cool and collected. They're running this like magical candle and bookshop, which I love the setting. I love the cover for this. And everything's going okay until one of their employees, a shop clerk named Gerard, is accused of murder after he has an argument with one of their customers, Blythe. So Blythe's body is found, and Gerard is one of the main suspects. The police are really honing in on him, and the twins start to investigate to try to clear their friend's name, basically, but nobody's really giving them any information. The police won't give out any information. The neighbor who found the body won't tell them anything. They're really hitting a lot of walls, but they're determined to clear their friend's name, and this just sounded fun. I think there is a little bit of a paranormal aspect to this with the magical candles and maybe some abilities that the twins have. Not sure exactly, but this just sounded really interesting. I love the cat on the cover, and the setting is just to die for. Okay, we do have a bonus one. This one is a bonus because I don't think it's a series. I think it might just be like a standalone cozy mystery, which is kind of unusual, but it sounded really interesting and I wanted to include it. Charlotte Isles is Not a Detective by Katie Siegel. This will be coming out on June 27th, 2023, and it's recommended for fans of Harriet the Spy. So I love the idea of this one because A, the cover is adorable, but this one actually features a 25-year-old who was a childhood spy. So like if you liked Harriet the Spy, she was like an amateur sleuth as a child, but she's hung up her detective gear and she's been, trying to grow up basically. However, she's kind of had this inkling recently that she hit her peak in high school and like middle school, and she thinks maybe that's all, maybe this is as good as it gets, and she's feeling really discouraged, and she gets this mysterious call about a mystery, and she decides to take up mystery solving once more. And she's discovering that as an adult it's a lot harder to solve a mystery because the bad guys take you more seriously as a threat. So this one brings more suspense, more danger, but it is still a cozy mystery, and it just sounded really interesting. I love the idea that we have a childhood sleuth who's now in her 20s. I thought that sounded really interesting, and I just wanted to include it because I thought it sounded like a fun time. If you know if this is a series or not, let me know. I just couldn't find if this was a standalone or a series. I couldn't find anything definitive. This modern Woody debut is also based on a TikTok series by Katie Flies Away. which stars a 20-something former kid detective coaxed out of retirement for one last case. So if you've seen that series, you might also like this. I'm not personally familiar with that series, but the book sounded really fascinating to me, so I wanted to include it. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know down below which of these series sounded the most interesting to you. Did I miss any cozy mystery series that you're personally really excited for that are coming out this year? And thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I do post new book content every single week on my channel, especially in the mystery genre, so if you love mysteries, you'll love this channel. I promise. So hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one.